Kathleen of the Throughway Beauties. We are on week 3 of the Throughway to Beauty, and it's all about complexion perfection. We thought it would be good to bring an expert in and answer some of those questions for us. So today we have Melissa, Melissa of Arbonne International, who's here to help us work through some of our complexion questions. We have a few little recommendations by our architect of beauty, including sun care. In here, he makes an interesting suggestion, which is that unless you have deep olive complexion, we should be working up to being able to be in the sun, including things like using mineral oil or sunburn cream and then metering the amount of time that we spend in the sun. Now, this was all done in the 60s, right? So here's the thing. This is done in the 60s, and we know that things are a little different. Not only is product different, and we've learned from the 60s now by doing research and investigating what we're putting on our faces, etc., but the environment has changed too. So UV exposure is a little different than it was in the 60s as well.
Yes.
So given that, how do you feel about Mr. Wider's recommendation there, Melissa?
So, couple things. Yes, if you have fairer skin, the sun is going to hit you harder and faster, right? It's going to become apparent. 2 things. 1, UV protection. What we know now is that a good sunscreen and a good daily moisturizer that has sunscreen in it, you want to look for a broad spectrum, UVA and UVB coverage. So what that means is UVA is like the aging rays. Those rays from the sun will age your skin. UVB rays will burn you. What's interesting is that a lot of us know all summer long, sunscreen, 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 protect, protect, protect. In the winter, we don't really think about it. So in the winter, we're not so much worried about those UVB rays, right? That sun is not there.
Right.
But those UVA rays are still as strong in January as they are in July.
And deceptively strong because we don't think about it.
Right, exactly. So even though you're mostly covered up, especially in Chicago in January, you still want to wear a daily moisturizer with a broad spectrum to protect those UVA rays.
Got it.
My other favorite / least favorite thing that he talks about is mineral oil, because it is one of the worst things you could put on your skin.
What?
Because, so the thing is with your
mineral oil.
Right, it sounds amazing.
It does.
And that's a marketing term,
right.
Mineral oil, because do you know what it is?
No, I don't. Tell me.
Mineral oil is a byproduct of petroleum.
Okay.
So petroleum jelly, petrol oil, to
Vaseline.
fuel your car. Right, Vaseline or gasoline.
Vaseline.
Right. So it's terrible for your skin because your skin is an organ. Our skin's an organ, right? One of the largest organs on our bodies. And so it needs to breathe. It needs oxygen and nutrients to flow in. It needs toxins to flow out.
Ouch.
And mineral oil lays on our skin like a film. It's an occlusive substance, which means it's molecularly too large to penetrate your skin. So that's why if you've ever used a product and you're like, God, it's just not,
Right.
it still feels
It's not
filmy.
soaking in.
9 times out of 10, I bet you
It's got
that's
some
mineral
version
oil.
of
Right.
petroleum.
So look in your ingredients. You want to look for, it may be called mineral oil, but it also may be called petroleum, petrolatum, petrochemicals. Petro is mineral oil.
Got it.
And I have this handy little experiment
demonstration
for you, because what you want to look for in a product is a product that's water-based, right? So when you're reading your ingredients on a product, the first ingredient is what is mostly in that product. Prominent. And then it goes down. So if the first ingredient listed is mineral oil, bye-bye, okay? So what you want to look for is a product that's water-based. I don't know if you can see this, but I've got these 2 cups. This one has a cracker that's been sitting in water, and you can see it gets nice and soft and squishy, and it absorbs the water, right?
Like a sponge.
Right. So pretend this skin is your cracker.
Cracker
is your skin. Thank you. So now it's nice and hydrated, right? And moisturized. Soft, supple, squishy. Yay, happy skin.
Ooh, okay.
This one has been sitting in baby oil,
Which...
and I will let you look at what are the ingredients in baby oil.
Mineral oil and fragrance. Parfum.
Nope. Bad, bad, bad. Please don't put that on your
Alright.
babies. So this is what happens to your skin, to a cracker, your skin with mineral oil.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
nothing penetrates, right? Nothing gets through. So that's the one thing I tell people, like the biggest thing is to get mineral oil out of your products and off of your skin because it's not doing anything good. It's preventing all of the oxygen and nutrients.
So
From
no
getting
to
in.
suntan oil.
No.
No.
And the
to
other thing
suntan
to
oil.
note about sun is read your directions on sunscreens. I can't tell you how many people I know say, when I get to the beach, I'll put on my lotion.
Right.
But most sunscreens, you'll read the directions and it says apply 15 to
They
20
have to
minutes
cook.
before
They have to cook for a little
exposure.
bit.
Right, it has to start working. So put it on in the car on your way to the beach or the sun or the wherever you're going.
There you go.
So it's more effective.
But there is this funny little line in the winter care thing where Joseph says, be liberal with moisturizing softening lotion, wear a rich, creamy lipstick, and apply often because it's dry in the winter, right? Raw, windy weather. Boy, that sounds like Chicago. What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know about necessarily needing to be a lipstick,
Okay.
but it is good to have some kind of a lip balm or product that doesn't have mineral oil in it. A lot of them do. We talked
Because
about
that
that.
would dry out.
Yes. But the other thing about the skin on your lips, it's the only skin on our body that doesn't produce its own oil. So
Oh.
that's why we need to constantly reapply some kind of a lip saver, chapstick, lip balm, whatever. People say, I'm addicted to my chapstick. I always need to reapply.
Right, right.
That's why. That skin on your lip doesn't naturally moisturize itself. There's no oil glands.
We need a little help. We're on the last of this column here. It says baby your skin if you're having a baby. So does skin changes with pregnancy? How so and what can we do for it?
Every woman's going to be different. For me, I had that, I was really lucky and had a nice healthy glow because you get all that extra blood going in
Right,
your body.
right.
And I didn't have a lot of breakouts. Maybe that's because I also had a good skincare routine. But the biggest thing I noticed was as your belly grows and changes, it gets real itchy.
Oh.
So because it's stretching and stretching. So a good scrub and a really good moisturizing lotion, stomach and lower back, because this is all stretching out. And then if you're worried about stretch marks, taking care of that while you're pregnant can help.
So Joseph's recommendation for a good tubbing was right on. Is that what we're saying?
Taking baths.
Baths and scrubbing in the tub.
Well, if you're pregnant, talk to your midwife or OB about bathing. We also want to be careful of sitting in baths. You don't want to sit in a bubble bath as women
Okay.
because it's not good for your lady bits.
right.
Sit in a nice, warm or cool, just bath water for a little
Right.
bit. But when you're pregnant, it's different.
But scrubbing is fair game.
Yes, scrubbing is good. Scrubbing, like some people do dry brushing,
Right.
kind of doing it up towards your heart can
Yep.
help the
Circulation.
yeah,
and-
circulation, lymphatic,
drainage,
yes,
such.
all of that, and it feels real good.
Scrubbing and tubbing, we're going to recommend that the revised version includes both. Very good.